Hello everyone. So today I wanted to talk about my journey to growing as a person and not really hating myself as much as I used to and all of that. And yeah, this video has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but I just had a lot of thoughts that I was trying to process and just thinking about what I was going to say. And now I feel like I'm kind of ready to make this video. And so let's get into it. And why did I want to make this video? So I always do a lot of self-reflecting and just thinking about my past mistakes I've made. How can I grow from those mistakes? Why didn't I make those in the first place? And just stuff like that. And I was reading through my old tweets or looking at my old posts and stuff like that. And every year I do this and I'm just like, wow, I've grown so much as a person. Every single year I say this. And I think what has helped me is just realizing that I don't know everything. A few years ago, I realized this and it has helped me so much. Once you accept that you don't know everything and that you always have something to learn and that you can always be improving, that has helped me tremendously. Every single day, I'm always looking to learn something. I'm always looking to be better in any way that I can. And I'm always looking to just grow as a person. And I realize that my growth as a person is never done. I want to grow as a person until the day that I'm not living anymore. I think that that is very important. And if you think that you have everything figured out, then I think that that is just cocky of you. Like there's always someone who can teach you something that you didn't know before, and just life experiences teach you so much. And so now I kind of want to just talk about my old tweets and stuff like that, because I read my old tweets a while ago and I deleted them because it was just so depressing. I was calling myself ugly. I was being so rude to myself, and I'm just like, that is so mean. Like, why are you being so mean to yourself? And I just don't need that kind of negativity. Like, I've had people who have been rude in my life to me, people who have humiliated me and stuff like that. And it's just like, why am I taking that out on myself? Why am I being my own punching bag? Why am I not lifting myself up? And I think that it's taking so much work to really grow as a person and to really like myself. Whenever I was in high school, I hated high school. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. And there's a lot of things that I didn't share on my main channel for obvious reasons and everything. But now that I've been out for it's coming up on 2 years, I feel like I can finally talk about it. But I just hated high school. I was just a miserable person. And I just look back and I think about the things that I did and the things that I said because I was miserable, because I didn't value myself. And one thing that I realized is that you can't force other people to value you the way that you should. You can give people chance after chance after chance, and if they don't show you that they value you, then you don't need that kind of person in your life. Like, one thing I've learned about myself is I just don't do well in miserable situations. I can be miserable for months at a time, but eventually I'm going to cut it out, because I realize if I don't have anything but my peace, then that is fine with me. I don't care who I have to cut out. I don't care what I have to cut out, because my internal peace is what is important to me. If I'm laying at bed at night and I'm thinking about something that is bothering me, then I need to immediately take action on that. And I need to find a way to have internal peace, because that is so important to me. And yeah, I was just so miserable in high school. There was a lot of situations I was in that I was just not happy about. The environment was incredibly toxic, and it just wasn't the place to be. Of course, I had, friends and stuff who I could talk to, and that was great and everything, and I had situations that I was happy in. It wasn't miserable 24/7, of course, but I was a miserable person. Like, especially my sophomore and junior year of high school, like, those years sucked. Senior year sucked for so many different reasons, but I think it was better in that I definitely grew as a person, and I realized that I was done with it. Like, the second I got to high school, I was like, when am I going to get out of here? Because I just hated it. I hated the structure of it. I hated the way that the power dynamics were set up. I hated a lot of things about it. There was very few things that I actually enjoyed about high school. And now that I'm out of it, I am so much happier, because I knew high school wasn't going to be my peak. I knew that I just had to get through it. And it's just sad that I used to be in high school and I used to just wish my life away every single week. Like, that's literally what I used to do, because I was so miserable, because I did not want to be there. And you should just never be in a position where you have to wish your life away. If that is the position you are in and you have the opportunity to get out of it, please do. Because sometimes I just think about the time that I lost and having fun in some ways, because I hated myself and I took that on the other people, and I made decisions that I regret, and I said things that I regret, and it's like, I can't take that back. And I definitely have made mistakes, of course, and what can I do about it now? Is that I realized I can't beat myself up about it anymore. Like, I have to accept that I did what I did. I have to grow, and that is just the end of the story. Self-growth is very important, and it is really helping me. I saw this tweet and it was just saying that healing isn't linear, and I completely agree with that, and I'll put that on the screen. And I also saw this other tweet that was great. And it said that I'm in the middle of what I used to look forward to, basically. And that is so true. I used to look forward to these days. So now what am I doing? I'm trying to cherish the time that I have, and I'm just trying to be me. Another thing I realized is that don't change yourself for different people. Like, people are either going to like you or they're not going to like you. And I'm still working on that. Like, I still want people to like me. And when people don't like me, it crushes me. I'm going to be honest about that. And I think that it's taking a lot for me to say, I really need to not care what other people think of me. Because whenever I'm home at night, what do I think about myself? Do I like myself? Do I not like myself? That's what matters. My opinion of myself matters. If I feel that I'm getting too arrogant, if I feel that I'm being too negative, then I need to change that. Then I need to improve and everything. And I can't expect other people to do the work for me that I need to do myself. So it's just realizing that. And what has really helped me is just finding resources online of other people talking about their stories, doing a lot of self-reflection. I do that every single week and just try to grow. And also just talking to my friends and talking to people who I think can really help me on this journey. And Mariah Carey has a song called I Wish You Well, and one of the lyrics is, but we've all made mistakes, felt the guilt and self-hate. And that is one of my favorite lyrics of all time, and one of my favorite lyrics from her, because I just really felt that lyric. Like, that lyric just really got to me. And I think self-growth is just such a long journey. You're never done with it. You always have room to grow. You always have room to improve. And I'm just working really hard at liking myself. I think I've definitely got a lot better with that. And I used to hate myself for different reasons. And I think it was mainly based on other people's perception of me. Other people didn't think that I was good enough at whatever it is. So then I perceive myself as not good enough. And I shouldn't think that, because I know that there's certain things that I didn't care about. And I know that I had to put on a front for certain things, and it's just like, I know how I feel internally, and I just refuse to like be miserable anymore. Like, I honestly refuse to do it. And I think that life for me isn't worth it unless I'm being myself, because if other people don't like me, then it is what it is. So I don't know, it's just a lot. All of it's a lot, all the time. But I think that there's value in that. I think that there's value in going back and saying, here's what I did wrong, here's where I can learn, and there's value in saying, here's where I want to go. Every time I think about the future, there's only better things coming for me. And I have to work towards that. I have to not waste my potential. I have to be the person that I was meant to be. And it's just foolish if I try to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. So that's basically just my journey to self-growth. Of course, I have a lot of work to do. I will always have a lot of work to do, and I'm fine with that. And I just want to say to anyone watching this video, life does get better after high school. If you're miserable right now, you will definitely improve. One thing I want to talk about is just, I'm really glad that I started making videos on my main channel again. It's been really nice to have a challenge to force myself to post every single week, to find my niche and to really find my groove, and I've really been enjoying myself. And I definitely have changed, of course, and I'm wondering if people who were subscribed to me in the past think I'm like so different from when I started off as. I think that I have evolved in that way. But it's also like, the more I do videos, the more comfortable I get, and I'm just showing myself more so how I am off camera and stuff in my videos now. And I think a lot of times when people watch my music videos, where I talk about things, they probably think that I'm boring or whatever, but it's just like, I'm so serious about what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to be focused. And I don't like to, I guess, goof around too much, because I don't want to like miss the point of what I'm saying. And then I have to go back and editing and post, and it's like, I have to put all this stuff, and it's like, all of that. So I'm just glad that I've been putting more work into my YouTube channel. It's been a lot of fun, and I want to make more videos in here, but it's like, where do I go from here? Like, what do I talk about? Because a lot of times when I want to make a video in here, I'm like, oh, let me just post it on my main channel, you know? So that was why it was also really hard for me to make this video, because I thought about posting it on my main channel too, but then I'm like, I want to keep it on my second channel, because I think it's important, and because I want more content for my second channel, because I never post. So, and that's pretty much it, I think. And I might make more videos like this, just talking about life and stuff. But yeah, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, hit the red subscribe button, hit the bell. I also do have a main channel, Twitter and Instagram and everything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.